I'm only going to play with the lights a little bit. I promise. I absolutely promise. I'm only going to play with the lights a tiny bit. Why the lights have to always look like this is beyond me. But all right, this one isn't too bad. So I think we're going to keep this. Yeah, there we go. That's not too bad. So I'm going to put this over here a little bit. There we go. That's much better. All right. So we're not quite started yet. It looked like there were a couple people in the queue. So it'll be nice. So I'm just going to say hello. Hello. Welcome. So the reason for tonight's video is I went to Goodwill the other day. Look, I'm sorry, my hair's wet and I'm having trouble figuring out how to style this new style, but this new haircut, but I digress. Went to Goodwill the other day. I've been complaining there haven't been that many patterns lately. And then all of a sudden there were all these patterns. Now, unfortunately for me, the majority of these patterns were actually cut. So in the previous video, I showed you guys the patterns that I got that were not cut because there were only about 6 of them. Now, I'm going to show you tonight the patterns that were cut because there were so many of them, but they're still interesting to look at, right? I'm just going to turn this just a little bit more. Now, an update to that. As I've said before, when I go and find the patterns, I very often find that if I go back in a couple of days, I find like another box of patterns that they somehow missed, right? That's exactly what happened. I went back and there was this bag of patterns like shoved in with a bunch of like, it was like party supplies, and I pulled it out and it was more patterns. Now these were more modern than the ones we're going to look at tonight. So this may have been a separate one, but I don't think it was. So I bought them, I took them home, and there were only one of the patterns in that pack was uncut. So I'm going to show it to you real quick. Now it was interesting that that pack had 6 patterns in it, not 5, and they were all modern, and there was just this one that wasn't cut. So I have to show it to you. The girl was so sweet though when she saw that I had gotten those patterns because she had remembered me from Tuesday. She gave me a discount, so I ended up getting all of those patterns for like $4 something instead of $5.99 or whatever. So that was sweet. She gave me the same discount that I got on Tuesday. So here's the only uncut pattern. It is, as you can see, Hilary Duff. Now, here's the interesting thing. Many of you might remember that a while back I had gotten, in one of the pattern hauls, I had gotten a Lizzie McGuire pattern, and Hilary Duff had blonde hair. Now, this is a Hilary Duff pattern, and she has brown hair. So I believe that I have completed the full, Hilary Duff collection now that we had the Lizzie McGuire. It's funny to me that there's a Lizzie McGuire. There was the That's So Raven patterns, right? And then Hilary Duff also had her own pattern line with McCall's. Obviously, you can see from the picture she's older in this picture, but it's super cute, right? Look, it's a dress. It's got this cool smocking thing, and then they've got like a mock. I just thought it was cute. It's uncut. It's the only one that's uncut, so it'll go up on Etsy. Now, in that were a bunch of other patterns, like I said. They were all cut. I haven't had too much of a chance to look at them and see if they were really poorly cut or well cut or whatever. But let's look at those, and then we'll start on the giant bag of patterns. So there was this one, right? Project Runway. I really do have to, I guess, turn this to the side. Project Runway. Kind of interesting. It's this here. So it's, I guess you can either do it as a shirt or a skirt. Cute, nothing to write home about. Some Butterick. So Butterick dress. Well, no, I'm sorry, this isn't the dress. Butterick, I guess these are culottes, pull-on pants. They're definitely some type of serger pattern. I'm trying to do this better than last time. I want to make sure the angles are good this time. Vogue. And this actually is a super cute dress. I was really hoping that this wasn't cut, but it was. And there's the line drawings on that. Really cute. And this one went up to a size 20. So I was a little sad that it wasn't. I have to see. Maybe it's in better shape than I think. This kind of top. And there it is with its variations. And then this was odd. I might keep this one for myself. There was just one lone Berta pattern in there for this kind of kimono top. And I thought, I might keep this because this is kind of a cool top. It does go up to my size. It's a really basic top. I like Berta, but Berta's an interesting pattern line. Not everybody likes them because they don't have a pre-measured seam allowance. So you kind of have to do it yourself. And a lot of people they don't like that hassle. All right. So I'm just going to reach in here and grab just a bag. Now, the majority of these other patterns, the ones that I picked up on Tuesday that were cut, are vintage. So this is going to be, let me just say, set the Wayback Machine, because some of these are going to bring back lots of memories. And this one, unfortunately, feels like it's got more than a pattern in it. So we'll see. Some of them are a little destroyed, as they often are. Let me see if I can get it so that you guys can see the pattern number. All right, so I love this. This to me is like 1980s, 1990s prom. There's the back. There's the line drawings. And oh, yeah, let's get physical, man. Let's get physical. The nice thing, too, is a lot of these, even though they're cut, are only partially cut. Like this one, I can see that part of it's still completely folded. So, more 80s. This one feels very light. I wouldn't be surprised to find out that this does not have all of its pieces. And oh, and here's the pattern number if anybody's interested. Cute. Very 80s. This is super 80s. This is another one that's only partially cut because I can feel like whole portions of it are still folded, factory folded. Like this nice detail here. Look at that. Ooh. And of course, we got to have some 70s Butterick. Look at that. And this is for, oh, you know what? This is cute. This is for the wrap skirt, the top, and the, they're kind of bell bottoms. If you guys want to see them, they're kind of bell bottoms. Oh, and for the man about town, look at that. By the way, if anybody has been looking at my Etsy shop, the next thing to go on sale at the Etsy shop is going to be pajamas. I'm going to do a sale on all the pajamas because I'm going to do that after we get through. Oh, and here's more pajamas. I'm going to do that when we get through Thanksgiving because I kind of feel like, oh, wait, who's the designer? Oh, it's just so easy. Okay. I feel like pajamas are one of those things that people, I don't know why people are really into doing like the Christmas pajama thing. So I figured, yeah, why not? This one feels very light, which is kind of sad because this is a really cute basic dress. There's the line drawings. But a lot of these patterns, unfortunately, there was at least one that I looked at where when I looked at it, there were no directions. There were just pieces of a pattern. So that's the thing. You're taking your chances, you know. I mean, I'm getting the patterns so cheap that even though I got this many patterns that were cut, the patterns I did get, I got so cheap that it's worth it to get them. All right, so this is so 80s. Look at that. Oh, can you guys see the design? Remember this? It was everywhere. It was called like brushstroke. It was always called brushstroke. I remember that. Every single thing came in brushstroke. Oh, and yeah, speaking of, in that, there was a freaking lighter with the Eiffel Tower. And you know what? Oh, that almost, I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a tiny, can you see that spark? And you know, right on, I'm keeping this. Never know when you need a lighter. I have some Bics laying around. This is pretty chewed up, though. It's a shame. That pattern's pretty chewed up. But you know what? Now, the entire purchase was worth it for this lighter because look what it is. It's an Eiffel Tower lighter. And is it all of, It's just like all of Paris, or is it just Eiffel Tower? It's so hard to see because it's engraved, but see, you never know what you're going to find in your little pattern hauls from Goodwill. So freaking Lighter from Paris is right up there. All right. Very cute, very 80s, very preppy, right? The preppy 80s. Does anybody else remember the whole, it's called the Preppy Handbook or the Preppy Bible or something? It was ooh, wow. It was really, really popular. Look at this. Wow. And I don't know what the number is because it got ripped off, but it's a shame. And there's no line drawings on the back, but there's a note and it says, I have no idea what this says. Something about making this makes it a straight leg pants, not a tapered. But here's the line drawings on the side. Can you see them? So not bad. That's the entire outfit. It's a whole wardrobe. I saw this. I was so hoping this was uncut, but it's not. Now, it's partially cut, so that's not bad because this is a pretty cool pattern. And I know somebody will like this. So this is a partially cut pattern. And it's one of these. We've seen these before, these multiple views. And there's the back. And is it the skirt too? Yeah, so it's the skirt, the romper, the halter romper, the halter top. And, well, I guess it's not a halter top. It's just the romper or the jumpsuit. More pajama patterns. Here we go. Perfect for the holidays. And this is, wow, look at how many different variations that has. That's cool. Works for me. I'm working really hard to get that done. Oh, this is super cute. Just checking the packages now because maybe there's another lighter. You can never have too many lighters, right? And the line drawings on this one. This is very unusual. Look at the model. This is very like working girl, early 90s, late 80s. Cute top though. And more jammies. This is more modern. That was the cool thing about this. Even though a lot of this was cut, a lot of it was vintage. Some jammies. And they're Laura Ashley. Oh, I just realized they're Laura Ashley. I don't have a lot of Laura Ashley. Not a fan. Never was a fan of Laura Ashley. Oh, this is so cool. Remember we talked about this in the last video. This is another one of these show me patterns. For any of you who didn't see the last video, these show me patterns had a really different kind of instruction book. First of all, I'll show you this pattern because it's one of the show me's. Okay, so it's white pattern, not the regular onion skin. And the directions are in like a booklet form. Like this. And then everything's on the back side. This is super cute because this is a dress with panties. There it is right there, right? Dress with panties. And then there's the line drawings. I'm sure this was like a tennis outfit. That's what I'm thinking. That it was really similar to a tennis outfit. Oh, wow. Oh, everybody's mom had this dress in the 70s. Remember this dress, guys? Everybody's mom had this. I love the top, too. Actually, I should see what size this is. There's the dress. And this is a size. Where's the size? I don't know. It's a 10. Not going to fit me. But cute. Very cute. More butterick. Another cute shirt pattern. Again, no line drawings on the back, just the line drawings here on the front. When I saw this, I immediately thought of Dynasty. Tell me this is not a Dynasty pattern. Now, I don't know who Rimini, I guess it's Rimini is, but I just immediately looked at that and thought, wow, yeah, smell the shoulder pads, right? What was their name? Alexis Carrington. Was that the one that was played by the British actress? I can't remember her name right now. And then Crystal Carrington. That was the one that was played by the blonde. That's right. Oh, the 80s. All right. All right. So here we go. More pajamas for the pajama stash for Christmas. Here's the line drawings on the back. You can see this one's definitely used. Somebody couldn't figure out how to get it back in the bag, which I completely understand because I've had the same problem. Here's Butterick, another wrap skirt. It's very cute though. It's a Butterick Quick. Cute, super cute. Oh, okay. So here is the pattern that I told you guys about. First of all, I got a bunch of patterns that were costume patterns, but this one is the one that really did it for me. It's the sexy nurse, sexy pirate, sexy riding hood, sexy waitress, the French maid, and the sexy, I guess, what would she be? Saloon girl? Yeah, because, you know, I should try and figure out what year this is because I'm really hoping they don't do this crap anymore. Well, it must be pretty recent because they have the website on the back. So now here's the funny thing. This may not be cut. I got 2 of these and the other one doesn't look cut either, but this is what the pattern looks like. Someone opened it, right? Didn't cut it, but then couldn't get it back together, which, like I said, I completely understand. Problem with this one, no directions. So I don't know what I'm going to be able to do with this. Actually, both of them go up to a size 20, so maybe I'll sell them together. But yeah, it's like a workout gear. There's the line drawings, right? That kind of stuff. And it's like, yoga pants, workout gear, stuff like that. Oh, this is so cute. But I mean, I don't need another kid's pattern, but this was super. Look how cute that is. Right? So cute. And there's the line drawings on the bottom. Just really cute. And then speaking of children's patterns, even though this to me doesn't look that much like a children's pattern, it looks like a teen girl pattern, but it's a Brooke Shields pattern. Yes, guys, eat your heart out. I have a Brooke Shields pattern. And here's the funny thing. I have another Brooke Shields pattern. I think I'm going to dig them out and sell them as like a bundle. Hopefully they're similar sizes. I don't know if they're similar sizes, and honestly, I was sewing back in those days and I don't remember Brooke Shields having patterns. Okay. More super cute stuff for girls. Actually really cute. Trying to see if it includes that hat. It doesn't. It would be cool if it included the little hat, but it doesn't. And then this, which is also really cute because it's the vintage one. They still make this pattern, but this is the vintage one. Here's the line drawings on that. And last but not least, okay, another one with writing. I got to tell you guys, I actually like both writing on my patterns and writing on my cookbooks. I feel like there's somewhat like a history of the women who own these. And for a lot of women, they didn't keep journals, they weren't famous. So their contribution to history is writing things like that one said, added 3/4 of an inch to the hem. I have cookbooks that say things like used a half a cup less sugar or added a little more milk, and to me, it's like a historical document, even though it's not really, because it was a way for women who, like I said, weren't famous, weren't wealthy, to communicate kind of with their future, right? And to be remembered to a certain extent. And, don't we all have like that recipe, like grandma's recipe for fill in the blank? Somebody, I immediately, like when you say that, you think of a recipe, like I always think of my grandmother's apple pie because it's French apple. So it actually has the layer of custard and then the apple crust top. It's a fabulous recipe. In my family, if you say, I'm going to make grandma's French apple pie, everybody's like, oh my God, yeah, I love that, right? And this is what this is. This is like not an oral history, but it's a way for women who aren't famous, who didn't do things that were so spectacular, to kind of leave a bit of themselves behind for us, people in the future to remember them by. So, okay, so more patterns. And I have to tell you, I have so many of these Grease 1950s poodle skirt patterns, whatever you want to call them. If I had a dollar, if I could sell them for $1, yeah, I could make some money off them. But I don't know what this fascination is. I'm wondering if this one has, some of them have the transfers for this. Well, we have time. Let's take a look. We're only about 20 minutes in. Let me see if we have the poodle skirt. Some of them have transfers that you iron on. Some of them come with just a piece. No, doesn't look like it. Unless there's something like you can download them or something. Let's see if they say anything about that. No, it's just the general skirt. Not bad though, because you know what? It's basically just a circle skirt pattern. So if you wanted just to make yourself a circle skirt, I can tell you right now, I'm selling this pattern cheaper than I probably would like a basic circle skirt pattern. Oh, this pattern. I remember this. This is from the 90s. I don't even have to look at it because I remember it, because I remember this was like a thing, right? Let's see if anybody else remembers this. The Hershey Kiss costume. Remember these? And this one is apparently for, adults or children, both. Okay, so there's the line drawing. So I guess you get the hat. It's kind of ridiculous, actually, when you look at it. Look at how crazy she looks, the mom. Then we had this. I think I already have this. I think I have this uncut. So obviously, and this one does not have any line drawings on the back. So it's just what it looks like. And does it say? According to the back, it's just one piece. Yeah, it's just a hooded jumpsuit. So, and here's the very last pattern. Now, I had this pattern uncut and I sold it. This one's only partially cut. I can probably sell this one too. This is not really a costume, but it was in with the costumes. And I sold it. It was one of the first patterns I sold from that bundle of costumes that I bought. And it is exactly what it looks like. It's cheerleaders' uniforms that you can make. It's kind of cool. So that was the bag of patterns. And seriously, this is still cracking me up that there's like a Paris lighter that kind of works. Let me shake it. That's my dad used to do with his lighters. Now I might have finished it out, but here, I'll see if we can get, you guys can really see it. That's crazy, isn't it? Wow. So I am still going to do a video tomorrow, a Sundays and Sibel video. And the reason I'm going to do one tomorrow, even though I'm doing a live stream tonight, is because I want to talk about Toys for Tots, because I got a bunch of stuff together. I'm going to be dropping them off this week to Toys for Tots. I want to talk about why I buy the things I do, because I have been doing this for a long time and I have it down to like a science. But I also have there's method to my madness. So I thought I'd talk about that tomorrow. Goodwill. I'm still going to go to Goodwill on Tuesday. It's going to be an interesting week, though. I'm not sure that I'll find much. Goodwill's been kind of bare until I found all this stuff, right? Also, because of the holiday going up, the whole week's off, right? Like everything's a little off because of the holiday. But I'm definitely going to do the Sundays in Sibel tomorrow, and I'm going to go to Goodwill on Tuesday. So we'll see if I find anything. If I don't, I might skip it for the holiday. So if I don't see any of you before the holiday, I hope you have a great holiday. Stay safe. If you're traveling, be really careful. We all know how horrible the statistics are for traveling on these the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all of them. And until next time, I hope you're warm. I hope you're safe. Hope you're happy. Like, subscribe, leave comments if you would. And until the next video, I will see you later. Stay warm.